What's going on? If you're looking for the latest NFL news and rumors, you're in the right place. I'm Mitchell Renz. This is NFL Daily by Chat Sports. The Washington football team, they postponed practice today, and they were the first NFL team that took some actions here. So they will resume practice on Friday, but as of Thursday, they're not practicing. So this is the announcement, the official announcement from the team. I'll read the top few things here, and then we'll move on. Statement from head coach Ron Rivera on the canceled stadium practice. So you guys can go through this. You can look at it. The bottom line is that Coach Ron Rivera wanted to get to know his players, wanted to see what they were thinking, and ultimately they came to this decision. So this is also, though, coming off the coattails of the NBA playoffs being postponed. We were live, so always remember that we do go live for major events, not just the NFL, but also NBA. So, hey, you NBA fans out there, you can hit the subscribe button. The Bucks, they started the NBA boycotts yesterday. The other two games, they were also boycotted. These will be rescheduled, and, we will be covering this throughout the day. So that led to this. A bunch of NFL teams today, Thursday, postponing their practices. The Washington football team, they were first. It was then followed by the Indianapolis Colts, the New York Jets, the Green Bay Packers. There's four more. The Chicago Bears, the Arizona Cardinals, Denver Broncos, and Tennessee Titans. The New Orleans Saints didn't cancel their practice. However, they removed the names on their helmets. So imagine Drew Brees took his name off his helmet and put down the name Blake. So they had Jacob Blake on their helmets to at least show some respect there. So I'm curious, okay? We put this on our show yesterday on the NBA Live show, so I'm going to hit you guys here since I want to know from our NFL audience. What would you do in this situation? Would you play or would you boycott? And the other thing I want you to remember is this. YouTube, for those of you, because I know some of you are going to curse. If you curse, your comment gets blocked. So type P for play, type B for boycott, but I want you to let me know why you're choosing each of those options. Now, I just asked you to pick a side, so how about this? The bottom line also, we need to get together. 2020 has been just a shitstorm of a year. We need to get it together, and we need to be stronger together. If you want to get the t-shirt that you see on screen for your favorite team, it comes in men's, it comes in women's. Also, there's sweatshirts available as well. Go to chatsports.com/strong. We need to be stronger together. The shirts that you see on screen, $15.99. For you Eagles fans out there, I don't know why. Yours is the cheapest, $13.99. This is a limited time only. Make sure you're repping your favorite team. Go to chatsports.com/strong. We got to talk about now Jadeveon Clowney, because in an interesting article by NFL.com, they titled it 9 Moves That Should Happen. The move that they thought should happen, the Raiders going out and signing top free agent on the market, Jadeveon Clowney. So we can both agree, or however many people see this, Clowney has totally misjudged his market. The one thing that I don't like here is the reasoning behind why the Raiders should make this move. You can see it on screen. What better way to roll the dice than by going to Las Vegas? That is the cheesiest line I've ever heard. And if that's your reasoning, maybe you should look to do something else. He is a very talented player. There's no doubt about that. And I 100% agree with this quote from Adam Sheen of the NFL, who ended up writing this article. Just line up Clowney on the opposite side of Max Crosby and let him eat. Clowney, Crosby, and Cleveland Ferrell, whom I still very much believe in, on the edges, and Mo Hurst and Malik Collins manning the interior. That would be an imposing defensive front. Totally agree. This is a Raiders football team that could definitely use Jadeveon Clowney. You need to really be able to add some extra depth. You need to be able to get after the quarterback. You're looking at a team in 2018 had only 13 sacks. In 2019 had 32 sacks. If you're dealing with Patrick Mahomes in your division, you got to be able to get after the quarterback. Jadeveon Clowney absolutely helps you do that. So besides the Raiders, or including the Raiders, who are some other potential destinations for him? Because we've done multiple videos on Clowney. We've mixed in some teams here and there. This is my updated top 4 teams for him. I have the Tennessee Titans. I still think they're the favorite. The Seattle Seahawks, I've seen the reports. I'm not going to count them out. The Raiders, and then the last team. This is a little bit of a different idea. They just got rid of Earl Thomas. You have an extra $10 million. If you're a football team that needs to take that next step, you got whooped by Derrick Henry. You're also dealing with Patrick Mahomes. If you want to get by these teams in the playoffs, Perhaps use that extra money, go out and get Jadeveon Clowney. So out of the top three free agents, who do you think signs first? I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. If you think it's Logan Ryan, type LR. If you think it's Earl Thomas, type ET. If you think it's Jadeveon Clowney, I want you to type JC. Let's now talk a little bit about Earl Thomas, and I'm going to try to play, I don't know if detective is the right word here, but if you're the New York Giants, you just lost to Xavier McKinney, who you drafted this year, a safety out of Alabama that I knew Tom liked a lot. He's going to miss 8 to 10 weeks. That's not good news for you whatsoever. Thomas, I'm going to make this connection. It's a little bit far-fetched. If you remember in 2017, I believe he was more or less telling the Dallas Cowboys, hey, come get me. But he did wrap his arm around Jason Garrett, who is now with the New York Giants. What better way? What better way to really stick it to your division rival, the Dallas Cowboys, than go out and get the player that your organization, or the organization, the Cowboys, or the fan base really wants. Earl Thomas in a Giants uniform, I'll tell you what, that would make Jason clap a whole bunch. So when I think about the top destinations for Earl, I still have the Cowboys at number 1. I projected Earl to go to the Cowboys, but I am at least going to put the Giants in this equation because with injuries, that's what happens. It's exactly why I have the Cleveland Browns there. They just lost Grant Delpit to an Achilles injury. Grant, if you're watching, hey, rest up, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers are some 2 other teams that I think Earl could go to. Another player that could be potentially on his way to the New York Giants, it's Logan Ryan, because this secondary is totally decimated for New York after the Xavier McKinney injury. So Ryan's agent, he's been, for some reason, really trying to push him as a safety. And the Giants, they did show at least a little bit of interest in the offseason. So perhaps now, agent picks up the phone, ring, hey, remember me, Logan Ryan, do you need a safety? Because I just saw Xavier McKinney go down, we can help fill in. So 2019 was a year of a padded stats, if you will, for Logan. 113 tackles. You're looking at a lot of the numbers up there. 18 pass breakups, 4 INTs. Mitch, those are pretty good. Well, the only reason why they're good is because he got picked on. He gave up 70.2% completion percentage. That's about league average. 940 yards, that's the most in the NFL. 6 touchdowns, that's also not good whatsoever. Logan Ryan is a big-name player. But if you're asking me right now, who would I sign? Oh, wait. I'm actually going to ask you before I give you my answer. Who would you sign, Logan Ryan or Earl Thomas? If you're going to go with Earl, I want you to type ET and maybe, phone home. If you're going to go with Logan Ryan, I want you to type LR. For me, it's pretty simple. I'm going to type my ET. If you're wondering where Earl Thomas can go, wait, look at that. We already made a video about it. The top destinations for Earl Thomas. If you haven't already subscribed, click the sub button. Turn on your notifications so when we drop videos like this, you know exactly where Earl could go. Oh, wait. Mitch, there's more. We also did a Logan Ryan destination video. So if you're wondering where some of these top free agents are going to go, if you have a question in your mind that is NFL related, I guarantee you this. Chat Sports, we've made a video about it. Go ahead, click that big red button. Or if you're all about links, I'm going to hook you up, youtube.com/chatsportstv. The last thing that I'm going to talk about here today is Yannick Ngakoue. And just like the first story around Jadeveon, this is the exact same thing. So in that exact same article of 9 things that need to happen, the writer says that the Jacksonville Jaguars, they need to move on from Yannick because it's been ugly, and the New York Jets should go out and trade for him. One of the reasons why they had this, and I totally agree, new GM, Jeff Douglas of the Jets, he wants athletes, and he needs to make a splash. So why not go out and get yourself an extremely athletic player? In the entire 2020 NFL Draft, the Jets, they went out and got athletes. Yannick Ngakoue is an incredible athlete with 37.5 sacks his first 4 years in the NFL. He's going to be able to add a lot to your football team. And if you're a team that, well, you're kind of the bottom feeder in that division, you need to spark some interest. You need to spark some enthusiasm in New York and, well, I guess I should say New Jersey, because that's where you're actually located. But what I wanted to do is show you the top 4 destinations for Yannick. I predicted Yannick to go to the New York Jets. That's been my prediction, and I'm going to stick with it. The Seattle Seahawks, also a team to monitor. The Las Vegas Raiders have been connected to in reports. And then the last team, because they got a lot of money, it's the Miami Dolphins. So type your votes in here. Will the Jags end up trading away their star defensive end? If you're like, yes, they will, I want you to type T for trade. If you're like, no way, Jose, I would tell you my name's Mitch, and then I would say type your K for keep. So T for trade or K for keep. Yes, it was a bad joke. Something that I'm not joking about, though, is that we need to stay stronger together in the deals that we got available for y'all. If you want a new sweatshirt, if you want a new t-shirt, why not rep your favorite team and send a message while you're doing it? You can get these Stronger Together t-shirts available for all 32 teams at the link that you see below, chatsports.com/strong. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put it in the description in case you remember. And for you Eagle fans out there, you got the best deal. Your t-shirt is actually only $13.99. I own one. They're awesome. They're super comfortable. If you made it this far in the video, all you got to do, go to chatsports.com/strong.